Hey guys, welcome back to CarnalDish. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make this delicious, super moist citrus bundt cake drizzled in a buttermilk lemon glaze. It's perfect for spring, Mother's Day, or basically any reason you want to bake a cake. Grab some citrus and some buttermilk and let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is zest your citrus. I'm using a lime, a lemon, and an orange. I've got about a tablespoon of each. Add that to a bowl. Then you're going to soak the zest in lemon juice and orange juice. You only need about a 1/4 cup of juice here, and soaking it is just going to allow the zest to be a lot softer in the final product. Let that soak for about 15 minutes. In a small bowl, add 3 whole eggs and 1 egg yolk. Whisk that up and put it to the side. To your flour, you're going to add your leaveners and your salt. And feel free to totally sift this mixture, which is something that I probably should have done, but I didn't. I used a whisk and I just whisked that until it was nice and aerated and fully incorporated. There were no large flour clumps or anything like that. To your zest and lemon and orange juice mixture, you're going to add your buttermilk. And a nice splash of expensive vanilla extract, followed by a little bit of lemon extract. Go ahead and whisk that together. Throw your softened butter in your stand mixer and just kind of beat it up until it's a little bit aerated and it'll be easier to mix with the sugar. So when you add your sugar, do it slowly. I sped this part up. And you want to beat this up until it's nice and fluffy. This will really help with the texture of the cake. So when it starts to look like this, you're done. Scrape everything down and make sure it's nice and incorporated. You're going to add half the eggs, beat that up, add the other half of the eggs, and beat it up again. It's a lot of beating up going around here. Add a 1/3 of your flour mixture, mix that in very gently. Add half of the buttermilk mixture, another 1/3 of the flour mixture, the rest of the buttermilk mixture, and the rest of the flour. This just helps everything incorporate a lot easier instead of just dumping it, so don't do that. You don't want to overbeat this batter because you don't want it to be tough. Just mix until it's incorporated and blended. Prepare your bundt cake pan, spray it with nonstick spray, and dust it with a very thin coating of flour. Whatever's left over from the flour, knock it off. You want a very, very thin layer here. Go ahead and add your cake batter and smooth the top out. You're going to put this in a 350-degree oven for about 45 to 50 minutes. Until it looks like this. So pretty. Let the cake cool on a cooling rack for about 10 minutes. And we're going to go ahead and make the glaze. Now, if you like a lot of glaze, you can double this recipe, but if you want your cake to look like mine, just do what I'm doing here. I added a splash of buttermilk and juice from a lemon. Just go ahead and whisk that. The glaze should be pourable, not watery thin, but thin enough to kind of just give you some drama. Like you should see kind of like ribbons when you go back and forth with it, like that. And they should disappear pretty quickly. So after 10 minutes, you're going to invert your cake and take off the bundt pan. So pretty. We're going to drizzle just a little bit of the glaze onto the warm cake just so it can set and kind of soak in. And then after a full hour, you're going to add the rest of the glaze and be completely gratuitous here. Oh, that is sexy. I couldn't help myself. I had to do that. I had to replay it. But yeah, add the rest of the glaze. If you want, like I said, if you want this cake completely glazed, and just double the glaze recipe. But I like it like this. I added some edible flowers to mine just to make it a little more spring ready. So pretty. Go ahead and cut a piece and look at the crumb. You can see how moist it is. So perfect. Can't wait for you guys to try this recipe. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. I could be elegant and like eat this with a fork, but for what? This cake is so moist. It's so good. It's kind of rich, but not like too heavy, and the citrus really comes through. This is a perfect cake for Mother's Day, or if you're just trying to have a fat ass spring. It'd be good for brunch too. A lot of people feel like they can't make cakes if they don't have a stand mixer. Stand mixers are great, trust me, but you can get away with making a lot of different cakes without a stand mixer. If you have like a handheld, or if you got some like really strong arms, girl, just go for it. That glaze, nice and tangy and sweet. If you're the type of person that likes a whole lot of glaze on your bundt cake, then just double the recipe and do your thing. I like a little bit. It's just personal preference. Y'all just gotta try this. You just gotta try it. It's so good. You just need like a big fat glass of almond milk. I keep doing these really amazing things.
She make you wanna lick the plate. I know you love the way it tastes.